Okay, hi everyone. Hi students. Are you guys ready for another idiom lesson today? I know I'm ready. Okay, so as people come in here, I'll start the lesson. Let's see. Okay, I had to make it full screen. Now I can see everything. How are you guys today? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful week. Yesterday, we did some, what did we do? I answered your questions, and then I had another lesson with 3 idioms, but today we're going to learn 1 idiom. Oh, hello from Bangladesh. Hi. Thanks for joining. Are you guys ready to learn? Oh, okay. Can you please comment on my YouTube channel? Comment on the newest one and I'll be able to see it. I didn't see any comment from you. Okay? Thank you. So let's see. We're going to learn a new idiom today. Da, 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 da. This one is cut somebody some slack. Cut somebody some slack. So this might be a new idiom for you, but this is a very useful one that I just used yesterday. So I thought it would be a good one to introduce to you guys. Does anyone know the meaning? Cut somebody some slack. Hello. Oh, where are you from? I'm from America, USA. Hello from Ecuador. Hi, Kevin. Hello, hello. Does anybody know? Cut somebody some slack. Does anybody know the meaning? So to cut somebody some slack means don't be so critical. Don't be so critical. Okay? So it's kind of a little bit difficult to understand. Do you know the word slack? Do you know the word slack? So I'll show you. So for example, if you have a cable, so if the cable is very tight, it's like this, right? But if you loosen it up, if you loosen up the cable, it has some slack. We call this part slack, where it's not so tight. This is slack. So if you cut somebody some slack, you're giving them a little bit of wiggle room. You're not being so tight and serious and strict. You're giving them a little bit of space. You're being a little bit looser with them. Okay, does that make sense? So to cut somebody some slack means not being so strict with them, being a little bit more kinder, gentler, not being so, not being so strict. So not being so critical. Okay. Quarry, I already commented on your YouTube channel. So can you let me know which video you commented on? That would be really helpful. Okay, so cut somebody some slack. Let's look at the examples, okay? So we have our examples here. So the meaning is don't be so critical. So we always hope that people will cut us some slack, right? We don't want people to be too critical of us. Okay? So number 1, let's look at number 1. He's new. Let's cut him some slack. He's new. Let's cut him some slack. So this could be, he's new. So he's new at the office. He's new on the team. This could mean anything, right? So depending on your situation, he's new. Let's not be so critical. Let's cut him some slack. So he's new, so he's still learning. We should be a little bit more flexible with him. Okay? Number 2, my boss, and this is in the negative. My boss never cuts me, not some. We're going to change this to any. My boss never cuts me any slack. So this is in the negative. My boss never cuts me any slack. So this means my boss is always critical of me. My boss is always critical of me. So this is a negative, never cuts me any slack. So never is not critical. So always critical. Have you ever had a critical boss before? I have. My boss never used to cut me any slack. Okay. Oh, Noor, hi. Thanks for joining us. She has some awesome YouTube videos for English too. Okay. And let's look at number 3. Cut me some slack, will you? I'm trying my best. Cut me some slack, will you? I'm trying my best. So this one, we can say this just on its own. Cut me some slack. Or you can say, cut me some slack, will you? So also, when we talk really quickly, this you becomes ya. Ya. Cut me some slack, will ya? Have you ever heard that before? Cut me some slack, will ya? I'm trying my best. So be a little less critical of me. I'm trying my best. Okay? So cut somebody some slack. So that somebody we can change to cut me some slack, cut her some slack, cut yourself some slack. So we can change that somebody. Okay? So I'm going to read them one more time. I'm going to read them a little bit faster. Okay? So please listen. He's new. Let's cut him some slack. Could you catch that? It was kind of fast. He's new. Let's cut him some slack. Cut him, cut him, cut him some slack. So remember, when we link these words, this T almost sounds like a D, and this H kind of disappears. Cut him, cut him. Let's cut him some slack. Let's cut him some slack. Okay? My boss never cuts me any slack. My boss never cuts me any slack. So this one is in the negative, so we change some to any. My boss never cuts me any slack. And number 3, cut me some slack, will ya? I'm trying my best. Cut me some slack, will ya? I'm trying my best. So will ya, this you becomes ya. Cut me some slack, will ya? Will ya? Will ya? Okay? So that is my American pronunciation. Very good. Do you guys have any questions? I saw one. Can you give me more examples about slack, miss? So slack, I think if you're just joining us, slack is like if you have a cord or a rope or something and it's very tight, this is just tight, right? But if you have some slack, this is slack. So you have some extra room, you have some flexibility, right? So cut me some slack means give me some extra wiggle room, extra flexibility. Okay? So it means don't be so critical. So we often use this like if your parents are telling you to do something and they say, hurry up, you're not fast enough. Oh, come on, Dad, cut me some slack. I'm trying. So don't be so critical. I'm trying. Or your boss might say, hey, you're not working good enough. Work better. You can say, hey, boss, cut me some slack. Please cut me some slack. So don't be so critical, please. Okay? Very good. I hope you guys understand the lesson. Oh, hello from Afghanistan. Oh, thank you for watching every day. I appreciate it. Very good. So please leave in the comments your sentence. Try to make a sentence with cut somebody some slack. I'll put it up here again. Cut somebody some slack. Okay? So if you can make a sentence and put it in the comments, that would be awesome. Oh, very good. I'm glad you guys can understand. Okay, yeah, if you have a question, you can type it in the comments. I'll try to answer any questions that you have. So remember, we can change somebody to cut me, cut him, cut her, cut them, some slack. Okay? Hello from Pakistan. Hi. Wow, we have people from all over the world. It's quite amazing, right? Is this a good time for a lesson, by the way? Because for me, it's around lunchtime right now. It is 12:51. So I don't know if this is a great time. Oh, okay. So your question is, what time do you teach us? So I'm trying to figure out a schedule because I do some other lessons as my job. So in between those, I like to have a lesson on here. So the time is kind of different every day, but it's around the afternoon for me. I know everybody is in different time zones. So if you can tell me what time is best for a lesson, I'll try to do lessons that time. Oh, hello from Sri Lanka. Hello. So do you think it's better if I make a schedule? Oh, very good. The lesson is hard. Please cut me some slack. Yes, perfect. Very good. Awesome. Okay, so please let me know what time that you would prefer a lesson. If you would like it earlier than this, or at this time, or later. Please leave that in the comments too, and I will do my best. Please cut me some slack. I'm doing my best. Okay. Oh, you prefer this time. Okay. Oh, very good. After COVID-19, the workers need cut some slack to recover their potential. So very good. You could say the workers need to be cut some slack. Ooh, it's 9 in the morning for you. Wow. So around this time is good for you guys, right? Okay. I will keep that in mind. So please write your sentence using cut somebody some slack in the comments, and I'll check them. And I will see you for another lesson tomorrow. Okay? Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye. Hello. Hi, guys. Hello, hello. I hope you're all having a great day. So I'll let a few students get in here before I start the lesson. But if you are watching this and you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, please go and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Oh, some people have joined. Good. Hello. Do you pronounce your name Zanyar? Nice to have you today. Okay, so it looks like a bunch of people have joined, which is awesome. Thank you guys for joining today. So this is going to be another quick lesson. I asked you guys on the Facebook page if you prefer longer lessons or shorter lessons. And I think a lot of people preferred shorter lessons. So let me know which one you prefer. If you prefer longer lessons, shorter lessons. Oh, hello from the Philippines. Hello, Alina. Nice to have you. Nice to have you guys here. Okay, so we'll start the lesson. So today we're learning the phrase, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. So if you think this sounds a little bit strange, it sounds like somebody is all ears. There's ears all over them. So this is a very useful expression, actually. Okay, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. Hello, thanks for joining. Okay, so we're learning the expression all ears. I'm all ears. So the meaning is very, very simple. It means that you are listening carefully, that you're very interested in what someone is telling you or what someone is going to tell you. Okay? So it's a very nice way to say that you are listening. So you could say, I'm listening. But if you want to say, I am going to listen to you very carefully, you can say, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. Okay? Oh, hello, Jamal. Hello, guys. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so let's look at some examples really, really quick, all right? So remember, I'll get my marker. Okay. I figured out how to show this properly. Oh, you're all ears. Good. Yes, you can use this for when you're watching a lesson or having an English lesson. If you want to tell the teacher you're listening, you can say, I'm all ears, teacher. Okay. Very good. Oh, hello from Egypt. Wow. I always wanted to visit Egypt. Okay. So remember, the meaning is listen carefully. Okay, I'm listening carefully. So example 1, what's your plan? I'm all ears. So you can use it on its own. I'm all ears, just like that. What's your plan? I'm all ears. I'm very interested in what your plan is. Please tell me. I want to hear it. Okay? Oh, I'm all ears watching from South Africa, Cape Town. Wow, amazing. Thank you for joining. Okay, so I'm all ears. I'm listening carefully. Number 2. So I have it like this. I'm all ears, which is a common expression, but we can also change the subject. So here the subject is the kids. The kids were all ears when I was telling the story. The kids were listening very intently. The kids were keen to listen. The kids were listening carefully when I was telling the story. They were very interested. Okay, and number 3, I was all ears when my grandpa told me about his childhood. So maybe when your grandpa tells you about his past, that's very interesting. It was a long time ago. Please tell me more. Okay, I was all ears when my grandpa told me about his childhood. Okay. Frederick, what? You have my ears? Oh, no. Oh, hello. Very good. We're learning the expression, I'm all ears. And it means listen carefully. I'm listening. I'm interested. Okay, we're going to go over the examples one more time. Oh, you found the same translation in German. Do you have the same expression in German? How about everyone else? Do you have this similar expression in your language? I'm all ears. Okay, let's go over the examples one more time. What's your plan? I'm all ears. The kids were all ears when I was telling the story. I was all ears when my grandpa told me about his childhood. I'm all ears. Okay, very, very good. So let's see, what's the time? Oh, okay. So I have just about 2 minutes left. So if you guys can, please write a sentence. I'm all ears. Or you can always change the subject. He's all ears. She's all ears. The children are all ears. So just remember, it's the subject plus the to be verb and then all ears. Okay, very good. Thank you guys for participating and joining in. I really appreciate it. Every time I go live, you guys are in the chat. So that's awesome. Thank you so, so, so much. Okay, and I filmed a new YouTube lesson today also. So I'll try to edit that today or tomorrow. So hopefully it will be up by the weekend. So if you're not subscribed, go subscribe to the YouTube channel and watch those lessons too. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye. See you next time. Hello, students. Long time no see. How are you? How is it going? Let's see. So while I let some people come into the chat, I'd just like to ask you, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can also like me on Facebook and follow me there. You can turn on notifications on YouTube and Facebook, and that way you know when I go live. And you can also follow me on TikTok. Everything should be linked somewhere, so I hope you guys can find me. Hello, Alex, Moya. Hello, hello. Ahmed, welcome. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Hello from Mexico. Hello from Myanmar. Hello, Alex. Thank you. I'm so glad to be back. I took a few days off because I've been quite sick recently, so I'm still recovering, but yeah. Oh, hello from Haiti. Wow. Hi everyone. Hello from Vietnam. So nice to see you guys. Hello from Peru, Cambodia. Welcome everyone. Okay. So, today we're going to be looking at the top 10 English phrasal verbs. So I chose these because I think they are easy to use in daily life. And if you travel to the US, for example, you most definitely will hear these words. Okay, I'm just checking if my light is on because it looks pretty dark over here. Okay, so we're going to jump into the lesson. So the top 10 English phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are pretty tricky to learn, I know, but no problem. We can master them together. Hello from Malaysia, welcome. Okay, so let's see. Top 10 phrasal verbs in English. Okay, let's look at the first one. So I know 10 is a lot, right? 10 is kind of a lot, but we're going to go through each one and we'll look at the meaning and some example sentences. And at the end, we're going to have a quiz, okay? So stick around for the quiz at the end. Okay, wow, hello from Yemen, wow. Okay, so the first one, ooh, do you guys know this one? This is blurt out, blurt out. If we say it really quickly, blurt out, blurt out. So this T is going to kind of change to a English D sound, blurred out, blurred out, blurred out. Okay, blurt out. So blurt out means to say something suddenly without thinking of the results, okay? To say something suddenly without thinking of the results. Okay, so if you're talking to someone and then you accidentally say something that maybe isn't the nicest, or maybe you were supposed to keep a secret, but you couldn't help yourself. You just said it. We would say you blurted it out. You blurted it out. Oh, hello, Raju. Genki desu. Okay, so examples. She blurted out, "I hate this restaurant." Okay, so if you can imagine, maybe you go with your family or with a friend or with your coworker, your boss. You go to a restaurant, but you don't like this restaurant. And without thinking, you say, "I hate this restaurant." Why did I say that? So maybe you make the other person feel bad. So you blurted it out. Okay? So you said it without thinking of how it's going to impact other people. Okay? He blurted it out. Okay? So blurt out can be separable. It's a separable phrasal verb. So he blurted it out. He blurted out the secret, for example. Okay, very good. Let's go to the next one. Top off. Top off. So, have you heard this one before? This one, I think, is more commonly used in like the US and probably Canada. I think in the UK, maybe they say top up. Maybe top up in the UK is more common than top off. Okay. Oh, I like this one. I blurted out, I really hate him. Oh no, poor guy. Very good. She blurts out the abusive language. Yeah, maybe without thinking, suddenly she said something really negative. Okay, so top off. The meaning is to fill something completely with a liquid. Okay, to fill something completely with a liquid. So, for example, if you are at a cafe, someone could say, "Excuse me, could you top up?" Oh, I wrote top up. It should be top off. Top up off my coffee. This up is not supposed to be here. This is the UK version. Excuse me, could you top off my coffee? Could you top off my coffee? So it means filling it to the top, filling it all the way to the top. I topped off my tank at the gas station. So it means you had some gas in your gasoline tank, right, of your car. And then you filled it up to the top. You topped off your tank at the gas station. Very good. Oh, hello from Mexico. The next one. This one, I thought we do use this quite a bit. Rack up, rack up. So rack up means accumulate something over time. So you're getting more and more of something over time. Okay. Oh, yes. So April said, same as fill up. Yes. So top off, fill up. Very good. So fill up, you could use if your glass or cup or gas tank is completely empty. You can fill it up to the top. Top off means maybe it has some liquid already inside of it and you just top it off to the top. Very good. Okay. I topped off the glass of water after I spilt it. Very good. Okay. Yes. Can you top off my glass? Wonderful example. Okay. So here, rack up. Rack up. So you're accumulating something over time. Okay. So I have two examples. I racked up a ton of debt in college. Okay. So I accumulated very much or a lot of debt in college. So in America, college and university is like the same thing. So if you know, in the US, college is very, very expensive. Lots of students go into major debt when they go to college or university. So this is a phrase that you will hear a lot of students say. I racked up a ton of debt in college. Okay. The next one, maybe for sports, it's often used. Our team racked up 14 points in the first half. So this is in the first half of the game. Our team accumulated 14 points. Okay. I racked up a few coins in a go. Oh, very good. In a go. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. Okay. Oh, I like this. Would you mind topping off my cup of coffee? Perfect. Very good with top off. Let's see. Very good. So rack up means you're accumulating. You're getting something over time. Very good. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next one is end up. End up. So this one is a little tricky. because it means to reach a place, so a physical place, or a condition, or a situation. So remember, it's 3 different things. That was not planned or expected. Okay, so usually end up means you weren't planning this, but in the end, you were in a place or you were in a condition or in a situation. Okay, so let's try these 2 examples. She ended up dropping out of school. She ended up dropping out of school. So to drop out of school means that you quit school. So you enrolled and then you dropped out. So without graduating, without getting a diploma, you dropped out of school. Okay, so it means you didn't finish. So probably that was not her plan. Okay, she ended up dropping out of school. Okay. So Ali has a question. What's the difference between somehow and somewhat? I have a whole lesson on YouTube on this, I think. But let me find the link. Yes. So I can share the link for you. But basically, here's the link. I posted it in the chat. So somehow means in a way that is not clear. So some method or some way. Okay, somehow. Okay, somewhat means a little. I'm somewhat tired. I'm a little tired. I'm somewhat sick. I'm a little sick. Okay, very good. Okay, so the next one was somehow. So I'm not sure exactly how, but somehow the ball ended up on the roof. Okay, so maybe somebody kicked the ball really hard or they hit the ball really hard and it ended up on the roof. So that situation was not planned. It was not expected. So I don't know how, but somehow the ball ended up on the roof. Okay, very good. So end up. This is one we use quite a lot. Let's see. Can we always use gerund from after the phrase end up? So you can use a gerund or a noun. For example, ended up on the roof, ended up getting sick would be a gerund. Okay, very good. But we wouldn't put like ended up to plus a verb. We would never say that. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Ooh, get away with. So in American English, when we pronounce this really, really quickly, this T is going to become a D sound, an English D sound. Get away with, okay? The meaning is to escape punishment or other repercussions. So a repercussion is similar to a punishment. It's like a consequence, something that happens because of your actions. So usually we use get away with when you do something wrong and you are able to escape without anyone doing anything to you. Okay, let's take a look at the examples. Some people think he got away with murder. Ooh, some people think he got away with murder. So for example, I was watching the People versus O.J. Simpson on Netflix, I think it's called. So if you don't know, in America in the 90s, there was a famous American football player named O.J. Simpson, and he went to court because he was suspected of murder. But he ended up not being found guilty. He was found innocent. But the people's opinion, general public, thought he got away with murder. Okay, he escaped punishment. Okay, I won't let you get away with that. So this is something that maybe teachers might say to you or parents might say to children. So I know, for example, when I was a child, sometimes I didn't want to go to school to take a test. So I would say, "Oh, Mom, I'm sick." But my mother would say, "I won't let you get away with that." So she wouldn't let me escape. Okay? Very good. Ah, excellent, excellent. Good morning from Egypt. Okay, so usually get away with means that you did something and then if you did get away with it, that means you escaped any punishment. So maybe you did something not good and then you were able to do that successfully. Okay, so I got away with not doing my homework because my teacher was absent. My teacher was absent. So my teacher was sick and didn't come to school. So whew, I got away with not doing my homework today. Okay? Ah, I see. Okay. If someone wants kidnapping, you can say him get away with from me. Ah, so I think you might mean get away from me. So if somebody is coming close to you and you want to say, no, 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 get away from me, stay away, get away from me, you would say get away from me. But here, get away with something. Get away with something, okay? Yes, similar to like avoid. That's right, avoiding punishment. Yes, okay? So let's take a look at the next one. Ooh, pull off, pull off. So the meaning is to succeed in doing something difficult. Ooh, this should say or unexpected. To succeed in doing something difficult or unexpected. Okay, so it's a little different than get away with. Get away with means you escape punishment. Pull off means you succeeded doing something difficult. Okay, so I can't believe we pulled this off. So here you can see that pull off is a separable phrasal verb, so we can put something between it. I can't believe we pulled this off. I can't believe we succeeded. Okay? And then the next one, the robbers pulled off the heist. The robbers pulled off the heist. So a heist is like a robbery. For example, a bank robbery, or if they stole diamonds or artwork, that would be a heist. A heist. Okay? So the robbers pulled off the heist. So the robbers successfully stole things. So that would be a difficult task, right? At like a museum or a bank or a jewelry store. Okay, pull off. So pull off means you succeeded. You did something and it worked. Okay, very good. Ah. Oh, good one. I pulled this off last night. Yes. So you succeeded at something last night. Wonderful. Okay. So the next one, let's look at the next one. Ooh, this is a tricky one. Wait on. It's not tricky if you understand it, but if you just hear it, wait on, wait on. Again, this T becomes a D sound. Wait on, wait on, wait on. Okay? So wait on does not mean wait. Okay, it doesn't mean wait. Wait on means to serve food or drink, and another meaning is to tend to. Okay, so this is where the word waiter and waitress comes from. So a waiter or a waitress, their job is to wait on customers. Okay, so serving customers, wait on customers. Okay, we can look at the first example. I always wait on them when they come to the cafe. So maybe this person is a waiter or a waitress, and they have regular customers. I always wait on them, so I always serve them when they come to the cafe. Okay? Good question. What does tend to mean? So when you tend to someone, it means that you are taking care of them. Maybe you're doing something for them. We can say like tend to a garden. That means you're taking care of a garden. Okay. So we can see this in the second example. This is kind of an expression. So this hotel is so luxurious, so very fancy, maybe very expensive. They wait on you hand and foot. So here, this is an idiom to wait on someone hand and foot. This means that someone takes care of everything for you. So if you go to a really, really nice hotel, maybe it's a little expensive, but they will take your luggage for you. They will give you breakfast in your hotel room. They will serve you dinner. Maybe they will give you anything you want, free coffee. So whatever you want, they will take care of for you. So this is a good situation when we would use this idiom, wait on someone hand and foot. Okay? So for example, when I'm sick, my husband waits on me hand and foot. So takes care of all of my needs, right? Okay. Do you wait on anyone hand and foot? Do you take care of someone all the time? Or do you know of a place that waits on you hand and foot? Okay. Oh, very good. He pulled off. So here we wouldn't use from. He pulled off the IELTS exam. Very good. It means he successfully did it. Okay. Oh, hello. I'm a new student. Welcome. Oh, what can I wait you on? So maybe instead of saying, what can I wait you on? I would say, excuse me, may I wait on you? May I wait on you? Maybe that could be a good way to ask. Okay, very good. All right, let's look at the next one. This one, I think you hear a lot. This one is think over. Think over. So usually when we use the preposition over, it means to do something again and again and again, over and over. So to think over means consider something carefully before making a decision. So you think and think and think and think, and then you can make a decision. You think something over. Okay? So examples. I have to think the offer over before I accept it. I have to think the offer over before I accept it. So somebody gives you an offer, I need to think it over. I need some time to think and to see if it's a good idea. Okay? Yes. Think about, oh my gosh. So is think about similar to think over? Yes. So if somebody says, I have an offer for you, you could say, I need to think about it. Or you could say, I need to think it over. Both are okay. Okay, good question. Let's see. The next one, think it over and get back to me. Okay, so think about it, carefully think about it, think it over, and get back to me. Do you know what get back to me means? So let me know. Get back to me. Maybe contact me again after you thought about it. Get back to me. Think it over and get back to me. Okay. We think over before deciding to protest, maybe would be a good sentence. We thought it over before deciding to protest. Okay? It's a good idea to think over before to take the vaccine. Maybe it's a good idea to think it over. Think it over. Okay? Yes, get back to someone means reply to someone or contact them again. Okay, good job. Yes, it's very similar to sleep on it. Maybe if you say, I need to sleep on it. Maybe it takes one day to decide something. Think it over, maybe a few days, who knows? Very good. Okay. Next one, put up with, put up with. So again, this T is going to become a D sound in American English. Put up with, put up with, put up with. Okay? This means to tolerate or condone or to accept something. Put up with. We usually say like put up with behavior or an attitude. Okay? So the first example, you shouldn't put up with that behavior. You shouldn't put up with that behavior. Okay? So you shouldn't tolerate that behavior. You shouldn't condone that behavior. You shouldn't accept that behavior. That behavior is not good. You shouldn't put up with it. Okay? The next one, she has put up with his bad attitude for a long time. She's put up with his bad attitude for a long time. So she's tolerated it for a long time. Okay? So you usually put up with something that you don't really like that much. Okay? Oh, that's a good one. I can't put up with your laziness. Excellent example. I can't put up with your laziness anymore. Very good. Okay. Can we say, I have to think over the offer before accepting it? Yes, that is perfect. Very good. I have to think over the offer before accepting it. Perfect. Okay. Are we ready? Ooh, this one. Chicken out. Chicken out. So to chicken out, you might think is a little bit strange. Have you heard this phrasal verb before? Because chicken becomes the verb, even though a chicken is a bird, right? So chicken out. So this means to decide not to do something because you are too scared. So I'm not sure why we say this in English, but to chicken out means that you are too afraid to do something. And if we call someone a chicken, it means that they are scared. Okay? So a lot of times when we are children, we'll say, "Oh, why don't you do this? Are you a chicken?" So chicken means somebody who's scared. Okay? So this means to decide not to do something because you are too scared. Okay? So we have two examples here. He was going to go skydiving, but he chickened out at the last minute. Ooh, I think I might chicken out if I go skydiving. So skydiving, if you don't know, is when you have the parachute on your back and you jump out of the plane and you release the parachute and you glide back to Earth. Okay? I think you have to be very, very brave to go skydiving. But if you are thinking, yeah, let's go skydiving, I'm going to go, but then you get on the airplane and you look down, oh my gosh, it's really high up. I don't want to do this anymore. So you could chicken out. Chicken out. Oh, I can't do this. What are you chickening out? Okay. So here's the next. We can also just say it as like an exclamation. Don't chicken out. Don't chicken out. Okay? Yes. So can I use as past? Chickened out. Yes. So here, chicken is a verb. It's a phrasal verb. So normally chicken is a noun, right? It's a bird. But here, as a phrasal verb, only as a phrasal verb, we can use chicken in the past tense as chickened. Okay? He chickened out. He chickened out. Okay? I chickened out on typing an example. I did it though. Yes, very good. Yes. So maybe if you're joining one of my live lessons and you think you want to make an example sentence, but then you see lots of people typing and you get a little nervous, you get afraid, maybe you are shy and you chicken out. Oh, I chickened out on typing an example. Very good. I wanted to buy the car, but I chickened out. Yeah, so maybe if you want to buy a car, but at the last minute you're like, oh no, I'm a little bit afraid. I'm gonna waste my money. Oh, what should I do? You chickened out. Okay. I usually chicken out when I come across a dog. Very good sentence. Excellent. I usually chicken out. So maybe you're walking and you want to go this way, but then you see a dog. So you chicken out and you decide to go a different way. Yes. Good example. Okay. So chicken out is the same meaning as, I think you mean freak out, F-R-E-A-K, freak out. So freak out is like, like this. But chicken out means you are scared and then you decide not to do something. Okay, so freak out is kind of just your reaction. And then chicken out is like, oh, no, I'm not going to do it. I decided I'm not going to do it. Okay, very good. I chicken out to watch this movie because it's terrible. Excellent. I am chicken out on speaking English in public. Very good. So here, because chicken out is a phrasal verb, we don't need am. Okay, so you can say, I chicken out. I chicken out in speaking English in public. Very good. Okay. I chicken out to ride roller coasters. Yes, I've chickened out of riding some roller coasters too. I chicken out when I swim in deep, maybe in the deep end, for example, the deep end of the pool. Or I chicken out when I swim in the deep ocean or the deep sea. Very good. Okay. Very good. So we have some questions. I have 5 questions for you. Okay, so let's see. There are 2 possible answers here for number 1. Okay, so let's see if you can remember the 10 English phrasal verbs we just learned. So question number 1, plenty of frequent flyer miles. So if you don't know, frequent flyer miles is like a reward you get if you fly many times. So like on an airplane, if you fly many times, you can get frequent flyer miles. And then you can use those to pay for a flight. So we have I top off plenty of frequent flyer miles, or I rack up plenty of frequent flyer miles. Oh, very good. I see some different answers. So Ali said it racked up. Ahmed said topped off, rack up, A, B, B. Okay, so if you remember, the correct answer is, racked up. Yes, I think I changed the tense here. Okay, racked up. I racked up plenty of frequent flyer miles. So rack up means that you accumulate, you get. So you ride one airplane, you get some frequent flyer miles. You ride another airplane, you get some more. You're making a pile of them. Okay, top off, remember, is for liquid. So I topped off my coffee. So I poured some more coffee until it reached the top. Top off is for liquid. Okay. Next one, question number 2. We something going home instead of the party. Oh, very good. You got it. Good job. Okay. We ended up going home instead of the party, or we put up going home instead of the party. Okay, Chit said A, Annabelle said A. Oh, very good. I see a lot of people getting the right answer. Ended up. Yes. We ended up going home instead of the party. So ended up means maybe it was not planned, it was unexpected. You were supposed to go to the party, but somehow, for some reason, you ended up going home. Okay, put up. So remember, if we're going to use this phrasal verb, we need put up with. So put up with something. So if I wrote with here, we put up with going home instead of the party. That could be grammatically correct. That could make sense. It's a different meaning than ended up. Put up with maybe means you didn't want to go home. You wanted to go to the party, but you put up with, you tolerated going home. But there is no with here, so it's incorrect. Okay, question number 3. He, that he was bored. He blurted out that he was bored, or he waited on that he was bored. So question number 3. What do you think the answer is? A or B? Blurted out, waited on. Oh, very good. Wadi, Mandi, Maria, Chit. Good job, everyone. Wow, all the answers just came all of a sudden. Ali, very good. Annabelle, Reed. Okay, the correct answer is blurted out. He blurted out that he was bored. So blurt out means that you say something without thinking. Maybe you suddenly say it. Oh my gosh, why did I say that? Oh, Tetewin, yes, today is so early. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry if you're just coming in late. Okay, so blurt out means that you say it without thinking. You didn't think of the repercussions. You didn't think of how people would feel. You just said it. He blurted out that he was bored. Remember that wait on To wait on someone means to serve someone, like a waiter or a waitress. Okay? Question number 4. His parents let him with everything. So we have pull off or get away with. So I think this with should not be here actually. Okay? Do Americans, this is an interesting question. Do Americans use top up for crediting their mobile number? So I think you mean about a prepaid phone. Possibly. So I don't use a prepaid phone, but maybe they top up their minutes. Could be. Okay, excellent. I think I gave this one away. So this correct one is get away with. Get away with. So I shouldn't have written this with here. Okay, his parents let him get away with everything. So they let him do things with no punishments. No punishments. Okay, so pull off, we wouldn't use with, first of all. And pull off means succeed. So it doesn't really make sense if you say his parents let him succeed, right? So his parents let him get away with. Very good. Last question. We were going to go bungee jumping, but everyone chickened out or everyone thought over. Bungee jumping, if you don't know, is when you have kind of like a harness and there's like a kind of rubber band almost, and you jump off like a bridge and there's like a rubber band and you boing, 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 kind of like that. Okay, we were going to go bungee jumping, but everyone, very good everyone. The correct answer is A, chickened out. Chickened out. We were going to go bungee jumping, but everyone was too scared, so they decided not to do it. So that would be chickened out. Very good. So that was the last question. You guys did so well. Very good. Just really quick, remember that think over. To think over means to consider something carefully. Okay, but here we would need thought over something or thought something over. We can't really end the sentence, okay, without an object. Okay, very good. How well did you do? Did you get 5 out of 5 correct? There were 10 phrasal verbs today, 10 phrasal verbs. I know that's a lot, but I think they are pretty commonly used and very useful. Okay. Wet weekend is the same cranky. Wet weekend. Do you mean like, so cranky means you are in a bad mood. I've never heard the expression wet weekend, but I know sometimes we say a wet blanket. If someone is a wet blanket, it means they're not fun, maybe a little cranky, maybe not good to bring to a party if they're a wet blanket. Okay? Chickened out is similar to get goosebumps. So goosebumps are the bumps on your skin when you're cold or when you're afraid. Maybe you get goosebumps, but goosebumps are physically on your skin. So the little bumps that you get when you're cold, those are goosebumps. I got goosebumps. But chicken out means I'm scared and I don't want to do something. So for example, my friend asked me to go scuba diving, but I am scared of going under the water, right? I'm scared of water. So I chickened out. Okay. Very good. Okay, so I think I'm going to call it a day here today. So thank you guys so much for watching today's lesson. I hope that if you came in late, you can rewatch the lesson and get all of the phrasal verbs that you can. Listening and studying Teacher Bree's live lessons improves my English level from elementary to upper intermediate. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you, but I'm poor vocabulary. No, your vocabulary is getting really good. So Tet Win is a very good example. She joins almost all of the live lessons and participates. I know a lot of students do that, but she also tries to use the previous vocabulary a lot. That is really, really helpful. So good job. You're getting better. Okay, so thank you guys so much. I will be back for the next live lesson on Friday. So tomorrow I'm pretty busy, so I don't think I can do a live lesson. The next live lesson will be on Friday. Let me tell you a time, because I know you guys want a time. Probably around noon, 12 o'clock, Japan Standard Time. Okay? All right. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you on Friday. You can also catch some English lessons on YouTube. All right. Thank you, everyone. See you next time. Bye. Hello, students. How is everybody doing today? Just so you know, I posted a new video on YouTube. So if you're watching this on Facebook, there's a new video on YouTube. I'm putting the link in the chat for you. We learned two phrasal verbs, breeze through and sail through. So if you haven't watched that lesson yet, please go watch it. Hello, everyone. Hello, Min. How are you? Hi. So I know I didn't give you any notice that I was going live right now, but here we are. We're going to learn some advanced vocabulary today. Hello from Turkey. Hello, Noi. Hello, Mahi. Hello, hello. I'm glad that you guys are doing well. Hello, Jose. Shazad Ali. Hello. Good morning, good morning. If it's morning for you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Hello from Mexico. Hello. Okay, so by the way, if you haven't checked the newest video on YouTube, I'm leaving it in the chat so you can see it. Okay. Hello, Hussam. Hello from Cameroon. Hello. Okay, so today we're going to learn some advanced vocabulary, which is very exciting because I know a lot of students want to increase their vocabulary, but also they want to learn advanced vocabulary and, you know, how to sound more intelligent, right? We're going to sound more intelligent today. Hello from Bangladesh, Mongolia, Myanmar, Philippines, Massachusetts, oh my gosh, Cambodia. Hi, everyone. Hello from Pakistan. Okay, so we're going to go through the vocabulary words, and then we're going to do some questions together, okay? So I picked these words because we do use them quite a lot. They are advanced, but you might hear them not only in books, but also in conversation. So I think these are some good ones to learn today. Hello from Istanbul. Hello. Okay. So, we're going to learn 4 words today, but I think what we're going to learn today is kind of easy to remember, to understand, okay? So we have these 4 words. So we have a word and its opposite. A word and its opposite. Okay? So I think this is a pretty good way to study advanced vocabulary. If you want to increase your vocabulary, a good way to do it is by studying one word and its opposite. That is a really good way to increase your vocabulary quickly, okay? Hello from Algeria. Hi. Oh, Egypt, Guatemala, Afghanistan. Hello. Okay. So the first word we're going to look at is intelligible. Intelligible. So intelligible means able to be understood. So another word for intelligible is understandable. Understandable. Okay? So intelligible means understandable. So if we look at the opposite word, it's pretty easy to figure out, right? If intelligible means understandable. Unintelligible means not able to be understood. You can't understand something. So for example, the book was unintelligible. I couldn't understand it. Maybe it wasn't written well. It was unintelligible. Her essay was unintelligible. Okay? Not able to be understood. Hello. Nice to have you guys here. Okay. So going to the next set of words, the first word is conceivable. Conceivable. So this C is not a hard C. It is a soft C. Conceivable. Conceivable. Okay? So conceivable means believable. Believable. So if something is conceivable, it means that you can imagine it. You can say, oh yeah, I can see why it would be like that, or I can see how it would be like that. It's believable. Okay? Conceivable. Her plan was conceivable. That means her plan was believable. Okay? Hello, hello. Oh, good point, Angel. Okay. The next one is inconceivable. Inconceivable. So if conceivable means believable, inconceivable means unbelievable. Unbelievable. So if I said, you know what, today I woke up and donuts were raining from the sky. Maybe my story is inconceivable. You can't imagine a reality where donuts are falling from the sky. It's unbelievable. It's inconceivable. Inconceivable. Okay, so let me read these one more time. Intelligible. Intelligible. Able to be understood. Something is able to be understood. Unintelligible, I'll put these closer. Unintelligible means not able to be understood. So it is the opposite, okay? Conceivable, able to be believed, able to be imagined or grasped, okay? The opposite is inconceivable, unbelievable. I don't understand. I can't imagine something, okay? His situation is unintelligible. Oh, interesting. Okay. So let's do some questions together. Okay. Oops. All right. Let's take a look. Let's take a look here. Okay. So I think this is going to be easier for you guys to understand. So we have the vocabulary words here. Intelligible. Able to be understood. Intelligible. Then we have unintelligible. Unintelligible. Impossible to understand. It's impossible. I can't understand it. It's unintelligible. Okay? Then we have conceivable. Conceivable. Conceivable means capable of being imagined or grasped. So that means mentally grasped, and it means believable. You can imagine something, you can believe something. Something is conceivable. By the way, these are all adjectives, okay? The next one is inconceivable. So the opposite of conceivable is inconceivable. Not capable of being imagined or grasped. So unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's inconceivable. Okay? Oh, very, very good. So let's try these questions. We have just 4 questions. So let's try number 1. The teacher uses vocabulary that is something to her students. The teacher uses vocabulary that is to her students. Who can get number 1 correct? Let's see. Oh, hello from the Philippines. Hello. Okay, which one? Oh, Abdo, very good. Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, awesome. So very good. If you can guess the correct answer. Oh, Anna's here. Hello, hello. Okay, the teacher uses vocabulary that is to her students. Oh, I see. Okay, I see a lot of similar answers. Okay, so the answer that I think suits best. So a teacher wants her students to understand the lesson. So I think the best answer should be intelligible. Intelligible. But if you have a bad teacher, maybe the teacher uses vocabulary that is unintelligible to her students. So in this case, it is a good teacher. It is a good teacher. Yes. So actually, either is correct. Either could be correct in this sentence. But if you think of it as a good teacher, hopefully, the teacher uses vocabulary that is intelligible to her students. You could say the teacher uses vocabulary that is unintelligible to her students. So it means they don't understand the vocabulary, which might cause some trouble in the class, right? Okay, very, very good. Number 2, let's try. If you study, it is that you will pass, that you will pass. Okay? Number 2, if you study, it is that you will pass. Oh, it's okay if you're just coming in now, no worries. Okay. Oh, Anna says conceivable. Very good, Jose. Okay, good job, Jama. Awesome. Very, very good. Okay, so I see a lot of correct answers. That is good. So number 2, if you study, it is conceivable. Conceivable. It is conceivable that you'll pass. So that means it's believable. I can imagine. So if you study, I can imagine that you'll pass, right? But for example, if you didn't study, it is inconceivable that you would pass. If you didn't study, it is inconceivable that you'd pass. Okay? But this time, if you study, in the positive, if you study, it is conceivable that you'll pass. It is believable. Very good. Okay, how about number 3? Number 3. He turned around and muttered something. So this might be a new word for some students. Let me underline this one. Muttered. Muttered. So in my American English, I say muttered, muttered, muttered. But you could say it muttered. Muttered is also okay, but muttered. So muttered means when you talk, but it's not clear. So if I say, oh, it's just kind of, you know what I'm saying? This is muttering. Okay, so when you talk, but it's not clear, usually in a low voice and your mouth doesn't open. So, for example, if you're angry or you're complaining about something, you might mutter something. Oh, what is he doing over there? So that is muttering. Okay. Okay. Oh, very good. Very good. Oh, okay. So if you're just popping in now to the lesson, muttering means talking but not clearly. Talking but not clearly. So he turned around and muttered something. I saw Anna got it. Very good, Adam. Malik. Ahmed Demir, good job. Okay, so he turned around and muttered something. Da, 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 da. Unintelligible. He muttered something unintelligible. So you might hear this or you might read this kind of sentence in a story or in a novel. He turned around and muttered something unintelligible. Right? We couldn't understand him. So it was not understood. So impossible to understand. Unintelligible. He muttered something unintelligible. Okay? Very good. Yes. Excellent. Okay. And the last one. Oops, I erased my line. So number 4. After hiking this far, turning back now would be something. Oh, very good. Koirom? Is that how you say your name? Good job. Number 4, after hiking this far, turning back now would be something. Oh, okay. Jose, Anna, good job. Ricardo, Abdo, okay. Ishbal, very good. Oh, very good. Excellent. So, I don't know if you guys go hiking, but if you hike and you're almost at the top, after hiking this far, turning back now before going to the top would be unimaginable. So we would say inconceivable. Inconceivable. Very good. Inconceivable. Excellent. Okay, good job. After hiking this far, turning back now would be inconceivable. All right. So I'll read these one more time for those who are just joining us. Number 1, the teacher uses vocabulary that is intelligible to her students. So the teacher uses vocabulary that is understandable for the students. Okay, the students can understand the lesson, hopefully. If you have a bad teacher, maybe unintelligible. Okay, number 2, if you study, it is conceivable that you'll pass. I can imagine that you'll pass. It is believable. Number 3, he turned around and muttered something unintelligible. So he turned around and he muttered, so talking very unclearly, something unintelligible, impossible to understand. And then number 4, after hiking this far, turning back now would be inconceivable. It would be unbelievable. Okay, inconceivable. Very good. All right. So does anyone have any questions or you want to try and make a sentence? Thank you for joining me at this time, by the way, because it's a little bit later than I usually start. So these were today's vocabulary words. Okay, can you see them? Very good. Okay. Oops, this is spam I was trying to get rid of. Let's see. Oops. Okay, I'm trying to delete this spam comment. Okay, very good. Yeah, if you guys see any spam, please feel free to report it. Okay, thank you, thank you. By the way, I posted a new lesson on YouTube just earlier today, so I will post that link if you guys are watching on Facebook right now. You can go over and check the YouTube lesson. I'm posting new lessons every single day on YouTube and Monday through Friday on Facebook. Okay? All right. I'm hiking now somewhere. Is it, I think you mean right or wrong? So I would say I'm hiking somewhere now. I'm hiking somewhere now. Okay? Good job. Good job, everybody. Let's see. Oops. Okay. I got sometimes when the chat goes fast, it's hard to click on the right comment. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Jama. Okay. So here, I can't conceivable that I have accomplished the hard work. Okay. So you can't, we don't say, I can't conceivable. So conceivable is an adjective. We do have the verb. So I can't conceive. But today we're going to use the adjective. So conceivable. So you can say, for example, in your sentence, maybe you have a lot of hard work to do and you can't imagine, you can't believe that you'll accomplish it. So you can say, accomplishing my hard work is inconceivable. Is inconceivable. That means you can't believe that you can finish it. Okay? Maybe you have a lot of hard work. Okay, good job. Let's see. Very good. Oh, excellent. I breezed through this lesson. Excellent, excellent. That is our phrasal verb lesson on the YouTube channel. So breezed through and sailed through. So if you want to know what this means, please go watch the YouTube lesson. Very good. I'll put it in the comments again. Okay. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad to see all of you guys here. Okay. I ask you a question that if you were a second language learner, which way would be the best one to improve and be fluent with speaking skills? So, yes, I am a native English speaker, but I live in Japan and I speak Japanese, so I understand what it's like to learn a second language. And I would say the thing that helped me personally be fluent in speaking a second language is a few things. So one, I did a lot of shadowing. So if you know what shadowing is, it's when you listen to like a native speaker. I think there's tons of books and lessons about this. I have lessons on my YouTube channel about shadowing. So you listen to a native speaker and then you try and repeat what they say with the same intonation and the same kind of speed, and just practice, maybe phrases that you might say often, like, hi, my name is something, or the weather is something. You can start small with easy phrases and then continue until you are advanced. Another way to improve speaking is by speaking. So if you have the chance to speak with a native speaker, that is the best. However, I know a lot of you are in your home countries and don't have access to native speakers. So, for example, when I am having a lesson, even though I can't hear you, I'd like you to try and talk to me, talk to the screen, and that way you can get used to speaking and you won't be that shy or you won't be that embarrassed, right? So speak, speak, speak is the best way to improve speaking. Okay, good job. I hope you guys all can improve your speaking with me. Oh, okay, so quick pronunciation. Could you pronounce these words? So the first one is roll, roll. So it is an O sound. If you look at my lips, roll, roll, okay? The second one is rule, rule, rule. There's almost a W sound. Rule, rule, rule. Okay? And the last one is roll. So the first one, roll, and the last one, roll, are the same pronunciation, same. Roll, roll. And the middle one is rule, rule. Okay? Very, very good. Today's lesson is intelligible. Oh, I'm so glad. It's easy to understand. Very nice. Okay. Thank you, Ma'am Breeze, for teaching how to use the vocabulary. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, I like teaching vocabulary, so it's very fun. I'll have to teach some grammar this week too. Okay. I have confusion about the active voice and passive voice. I actually did a whole week's worth of lessons on Facebook. So if you can go and I don't know how you can find it exactly. I do have lessons, I think 4 or 5 lessons on active and passive voice. So I think if you go on the Facebook page and go to videos and all videos, if you scroll, you'll be able to find them. It's in the title. Maybe I'll answer one more. Okay, I'm scrolling up now. Ooh. So Anna said, I lived in a tropical country before, so it was inconceivable when I first moved to Chicago that the water bottle was frozen in my car after one winter night. Oh, yes, 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 yes. So this is a very good example. So Anna lived in a tropical country before, so it was inconceivable. She couldn't imagine, she couldn't believe that when she first moved to Chicago, Chicago is very, very cold in the winter, especially at night. So if you leave a water bottle in your car, it's going to freeze. Yeah. It's funny because my family in winter, we're even more north than Chicago. So instead of putting things in the refrigerator or the freezer, my mom will just put everything in the garage because it's so cold. So like if you want like cold juice or something, she'll just put it out in the garage and then it's like really, really cold in like a matter of minutes. Okay, good job, Anna. Good job, everyone. Okay, let's see. What is the advanced vocabulary my teacher thinks from Somalia? Okay, so I think you might just be coming into the lesson now. Today we learned intelligible, unintelligible, conceivable, and inconceivable. Okay, intelligible. It is easy to understand. It is understandable. Unintelligible, not able to be understood. Conceivable means believable, imaginable. Inconceivable means not able to be imagined or unbelievable. Okay, you can watch the lesson one more time and then you can see our examples for this one. Okay, good job. So let's see. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I think it's time for me to get going. Let's see. Oh, Anna, very good. I sailed through the lesson today. You're welcome. So if you want to see what sailed through means, you can go check out my lesson on YouTube. Awesome, awesome. If I didn't get to your question, I'm really sorry. It's kind of hard to uh, catch everybody's questions. So I'll try and go back. You can also leave, if you leave a comment on the YouTube channel, I can kind of see it easier than Facebook. So comment your question on YouTube and I will try to answer you. Okay? All right. Thank you guys so much for watching today's lesson. It's really great to be seeing you guys every day like this. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with a new Facebook lesson and a new YouTube lesson. So you guys get 2 lessons again tomorrow. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys for our next lesson tomorrow. 2 lessons. All right, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the Facebook page, and share this lesson with your friends who are learning English. All right, I will see you guys very soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bree's Practical English. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, we're going to look at a lesson that I noticed a lot of students having some difficulty with, okay? So we're going to look at the difference between made of, made from, made with, and made out of. So this is pretty tricky, and there are some nuances that make these a little bit different from each other, okay? Before we get into the lesson, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That really helps me out. It lets me know that you like my lessons and that you want to see more. You can like this video, share it with a friend who's learning English, and you can follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and I also have courses and a bunch of PDFs on my website. So if you're interested in joining one of my courses, you can go to the link in the description and you can join from there. Okay, so let's hop into the lesson. We have made of, made from, made with, or made out of. Okay, so it is true that native speakers might use these a little bit interchangeably, okay? To forget the nuances and kind of use them interchangeably. But if you want to be exact, if you want to be correct, follow this lesson, okay? So made of, made from, made with, or made out of. All right. Let's look at the picture here. So it says, look at the picture below. Okay, we have a car here. Is this car made of cardboard, made from cardboard, made with cardboard, or made out of cardboard? Okay, so let's see what the best answers are. Again, some native speakers might use all of them, but there are maybe a few that would be the best answer for this one, okay? So we have 2 best answers. So we have this car is made of cardboard, and this car is made out of cardboard. Okay, those would be the 2 best answers. Okay, now let me explain to you why these are the best answers. Okay? So we use made of when the material being used is still visible. This is key, okay? So I have a picture here, and my example sentence is, this house is made of bricks, okay? So you can see the bricks. So if we look at this brick house, you can see the individual bricks. They haven't been changed in any way. Every single brick is visible. Made of is used especially when the original material hasn't been changed that much. Let's take a look at the next one. Okay, here we have made from. Made from. We use made from when the material being used has been transformed, okay? It has been changed in some way. So we have an example here. Cheese is made from milk. So the milk has been transformed. The milk has transformed, right? So if we look at cheese, you can't see the milk anymore. It's been mixed in and it has totally changed. It's changed shape and texture and everything. So we can't see the milk anymore. So it's been transformed. The best one to use is made from. Cheese is made from milk. Okay? Are you following? Very good. Let's check out the next one. Here we have made with. Made with. So we use made with especially for ingredients, parts and pieces, or intangible things. So what are intangible things? Intangible things means things that we cannot physically touch. Okay, so things like knowledge, love, those things. We can't touch them, but they are still things, right? Okay, so use made with for ingredients, parts and pieces, or intangible things. Okay, so we have two examples here. So you can see I have a picture of soup here. So my first example is, this soup is made with chicken, beans, and veggies. So this is a mixture, So multiple things are added and mixed together. So those are the ingredients, okay? So we use made with for ingredients. Then we have, this soup was made with love. This soup was made with love. So we often use made with for intangible things like love. So love is intangible. We can't physically touch it. So we say things like, the soup was made with love. Very good. All right, let's go to the last one. And that is made out of. Made out of. Okay? We use made out of when there is one main material being used. One main material being used. So I have a picture of a remote controller. We also call this just a remote. Okay? So this remote is made out of plastic. This remote is made out of plastic. That means it is mainly plastic. Okay? So this whole thing is plastic. So the best answer, the best way to word it would be, this remote is made out of plastic. Okay? So again, native speakers might use them interchangeably. So some people might say, this remote is made from plastic. which is not wrong. But made out of plastic, that would be the best answer. It is mainly plastic, mostly plastic. Okay? So if we go back to the first one, we have a car. You can see that this car is cardboard. Cardboard was used to make this entire car. So we could say this car is made of cardboard. So you can see the actual cardboard that was used. It hasn't really transformed into anything else. It hasn't changed. We can still see the actual cardboard. So this car is made of cardboard. We can also say this car is made out of cardboard because it is mainly cardboard. I think they only used cardboard. So this car is made out of cardboard. We have two best answers. All right, how was it? Was it understandable? Did it get a little bit easier for you? Let me know in the comments. And I always recommend trying to use what we learned in our lesson and writing example sentences. So that's your homework. Write some example sentences in the comments, okay? Let's see if you can make some good sentences. All right, so if you want to join any of my courses, I have a bunch of PDFs. I have a really good pronunciation course up on my website right now. And I also have blogs that correspond with my lessons. So if you're interested in any of that, you can check out my website. The link will be in the description and probably the pinned comment. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in our next lesson. Bye, everyone. Learn fluent English. 100 phrasal verbs. Aim at. To target a particular group of people. These magazine advertisements are aimed at young people. Get through. To make contact by phone. After hours of being on hold, I finally got through. Ask for. To request something. I asked for a better hotel room with an ocean view. Hang on. To wait for a short time. Could you hang on a second while I look for my keys? Ask out. To ask someone on a date. He asked me out on Valentine's Day. How could I say no? Call back. To return a phone call. Can I call you back after I've finished my work? Back down. To withdraw a claim or assertion in a fight or an argument. He won't back down from the fight, no matter what. Break up. To lose a phone signal. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. You're breaking up. Back off. To stop being involved in a situation. Just back off and leave me alone. I'm not in the mood to talk to you. Put through. To connect to someone else by phone. Could you put me through to your manager, please? Back up. To walk or drive a vehicle backwards. She backed up the car as soon as she noticed that she left me behind. Hang up. To end a phone call. I can't believe he hung up on me just because I disagreed with him.
beat up. To hurt someone by hitting, kicking, or punching them repeatedly. He's lucky that he didn't get beat up by those bullies. Cut off. To interrupt a conversation. I'm sorry to cut you off, but our train is about to leave. Beef up. To make changes or improvements. After the burglary, we decided to beef up our security system. Pick up. To answer the phone. I called several times, but no one picked up the phone. Believe in. To have confidence in someone or something. The boss really believes in you. That's why she chose you for this project. Speak up. To speak louder. Could you speak up, please? The people in the back can't hear you. Get back to. To contact someone later with a reply. We would appreciate it if you could get back to us as soon as possible. Call in. To call a place in order to give a message. I called in to the radio show and talked about my experience in the music industry. Blow away. To impress someone. We were all blown away by your presentation. Blow off. To fail to keep an appointment with someone. We had a date planned for tonight, but she blew me off. Blow up. To lose one's temper. He blows up at every little thing. He can't control his temper. Boil down to. To be the main reason of a problem. His problem with girls boils down to his lack of experience. Break down. To suddenly stop working. My car broke down on the way to work. Could I borrow yours? Break in. To illegally enter a place with force. I heard someone break in the middle of the night. Break off. To remove something from a larger piece. She broke off a piece of her bread and handed it to the child. Break out. To escape. A dangerous criminal just broke out of the local jail. Break through. To force a way through a barrier. The excited fans broke through the security at the ticket gate. Break up. To end a relationship. Did you break up with Tom yet? He isn't right for you. Bring back. To reintroduce something. I heard that they are bringing back their original logo. Bring over. To bring someone or something from one place to another. Could you bring over some wine for tonight's party? Bring up. To raise a matter for discussion. She tried repeatedly to bring up the subject of money. Brush off. To dismiss someone or something in an abrupt way. He brushed off my idea. even though everyone else was in favor of it. Brush up. To improve one's existing knowledge. I want to brush up on my Japanese before my trip to Tokyo. Build in. To include something as part of a plan, system, or agreement. New safety regulations are being built into the contracts. Bump into. To meet someone unexpectedly. Guess who I bumped into last night? My old roommate from college. Burn down. To destroy a structure by fire. My next-door neighbor's house burned down last week. Burnout. To ruin one's health by working too much. I finally have a day off, but I'm just too burned out to enjoy it. Burn up. To have a high temperature. I don't feel so good. I'm burning up. I should go to the doctor's. Burst out. To suddenly begin doing something. After I told my joke, the audience burst out laughing. Butt in. To interrupt a conversation or activity. He is always butting in, not letting anyone finish their stories. Call off. To cancel a planned event. I think we're going to have to call off the match due to icy weather. Calm down. To become less agitated. She took a deep breath and tried to calm herself down. Care for. To nurture or take care of someone or something. He cared for his mother for years until she passed away. Carry away. To lose self-control. I got a bit carried away when describing the season finale of my favorite show. Carry on. To continue an activity or task. He carried on singing even though no one was listening. Carry out. To perform a task. We are carrying out a market research survey. Catch on. To understand or realize something. He finally caught on to what she was trying to tell him. Catch up. To reach the same quality or standard as someone or something else. I stayed homesick from school, and now I'm finding it hard to catch up. Cheat on. To have a secret relationship outside of one's partner. She broke up with her boyfriend because he cheated on her. Check in. To arrive and register at a hotel or airport. You should check in at least 1 hour before your flight. check out. To investigate someone or something. Why don't we check out the new restaurant downtown? Chicken out. To refrain from doing something out of fear. I planned on going bungee jumping, but I chickened out at the last minute. Chop up. To cut something into small pieces. Could you chop up some carrots for my stew? Clean out. To thoroughly clean the inside of something. I'm helping my parents clean out the garage this weekend. Clear out. To go away. The baseball fans started clearing out when the game ended. Clear up. To solve or explain something. The scientist cleared up some common misconceptions. Clog up. To block something so that little or nothing can pass through. Tourists were clogging up the streets downtown. Close down. To cease operations permanently. Lots of businesses had to close down due to the lack of residents in the area. Close off. To block an entrance or pathway. The streets are closed off for the fireworks and parade. Come about. To happen. Take place. Can you tell me more about how this project came about? Come across. To meet or find someone or something by chance. I came across your article online and thought it was wonderful. Come apart. To break into parts or pieces. This old house is coming apart at the seams. Come back. To return to a place. I think she's really excited to be coming back home after all these years. Come down. To travel south. My boyfriend is coming down to Florida from New York. Come down to be dependent on a specified factor. You know, it all comes down to money in the end. Come down with. To begin to have an illness. I think I may be coming down with a cold. I can't stop sneezing. Come in. To finish a race in a specified position. She came in first place in the chess tournament. Come off. To appear or sound in a specified way. Give an impression. He always comes off very arrogant whenever he talks. Come on. To start to happen. I feel a headache coming on. Could you turn down the music? Come out. To become known. It came out that he was a pathological liar and a cheat. Come over. To make a visit. My brother is coming over for dinner, so I have to clean up the kitchen. Come through. To succeed in a difficult situation. She is a great leader and always comes through under pressure. Come up. To unexpectedly occur or present itself. I'm sorry, something urgent just came up. Could we postpone our meeting? Come up with. To produce something, especially when challenged or pressured. You keep coming up with lame excuses for not finishing your chores. Con into. To trick or deceive someone into doing something. My grandpa was conned into sending a large sum of money to a stranger. Con out of. To be defrauded. Elizabeth was conned out of over $10,000. Cool off. To become calm again. He's really angry. You should give him some time to cool off. Count on. To rely on someone or something. I can always count on you to tell me the truth. Count up. To add everything together. Why don't you count up your money and see if you can afford the movie? Cover up. To use something to hide or conceal something else. He often uses a hat to cover up the bald patch on his head. Crack down. To start dealing with bad or illegal behavior in a more severe way. The police are starting to crack down on drunk drivers. Cross off. To remove someone or something from a list. You can cross off the names of the people who have RSVP'd. Cut back. To reduce the amount or quantity of something. My doctor told me to cut back on caffeine, but it's a lot harder than I expected. Cut down. To reduce the size, amount, or quantity of something. I really should cut down my sugar intake, but I have a sweet tooth. Cut out. To remove, exclude, or stop eating or doing something. You can live a healthier lifestyle by cutting out foods high in fat. Cut up. To divide something into pieces with a sharp implement. I'm busy in the kitchen cutting up some vegetables. Deal with. To take action in order to achieve something or solve a problem. Those kinds of problems are dealt with in the Human Resources Department. Do away with. To remove or put an end to something. The school is doing away with uniforms for the students. Do-over. To do something again to improve or correct mistakes. My teacher asked me to do my homework over because I made many mistakes. Do with. To need or want someone or something. I'm exhausted. I could do with a few days off of work. Do without. To prefer not to have something. I could do without your nagging first thing in the morning. Doze off. To fall asleep, especially for a short period of time. He was so exhausted that he dozed off on the train. Dress up. To dress in formal clothes. There's no need to dress up. Just wear your casual clothes. Drop in. To visit someone unexpectedly. Feel free to drop in whenever you are in the neighborhood. Drop off. To take someone or something to a particular place, usually by car. I need to drop these books off at the library before it closes. Drop out. To abandon a course of study. Jimmy dropped out of college to pursue a career in acting.
Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to the live stream. How are you? Before we get into it, of course, if you could and you haven't yet already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, like and follow me on Facebook, turn on the notifications everywhere, and that way you'll know when I go live, when I have new lessons available. So I hope you enjoy all of the lessons that I have. Hello, Freddie. Hello. Hi, friends. Welcome. So we're going to do kind of a relaxed lesson today. I don't want to fatigue anyone. Hello from Montreal. Hello, hello. Hello from the Philippines. Hello, Jalil. Hello from Colombia, Mexico. So we're going to have a little bit of a relaxed lesson today. We're going to take it pretty slow. So we're going to do another reading comprehension lesson. Today, I think it is not that difficult, not super advanced. I would say this is pretty intermediate, okay? So we'll see how you fall on that level. Is it too difficult? Is it easy? Let me know. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Hello from Madagascar. Oh, you missed some lessons. Don't worry if you missed any lessons. They're always there. You can watch them anytime. You can go back and watch them. So I leave all of the lessons up. They're all available. Hello from Myanmar, Pakistan. Relax, music, beer. Wow, sounds like a great weekend. Okay. So I'm going to pull up the reading. Oh, Tetet Wins here. Hello. Thank you guys for joining. Hello from Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka. Hello, hello. Okay, so we're going to start. We're going to look at an article. Oh, Devashka, you're here. Aliawan, hello, hello. Yes, there will be a YouTube lesson today. Okay, so I'm just going to pull it up. So, oh my goodness. There we go. My little pad is not working. Okay, let's see. So we have this article here that we're going to look at. So these beautiful Italian towns will pay you to work remotely. So this is the title of the article. These beautiful Italian towns will pay you to work remotely. Wow, that sounds like a dream, right? So it sounds, when we look at the title, it sounds like, of course, Italy is a beautiful country. Part of my family is from Italy. And maybe some smaller towns need more people. They need to get more people to live there. So they will pay you to work remotely. Wow. Okay. So if you don't know, working remotely means that you are not working physically at your job. You are working from home. Work from home. Work remotely. Okay. Very good. So where can I send my CV? Yeah, really. Maybe we'll find out. Okay, so I'm going to read the article first. So you can read along with me. You can listen, take a look at the vocabulary, see how much you can understand. Okay? It's not too advanced, I think, probably intermediate level. So I'm going to read it once, and then we're going to go over the bold-faced words. Okay? So remote working has become a possibility for many during the pandemic, meaning the office can now be anywhere from a kitchen table to a sandy beach on the other side of the world. And while relocating to a picturesque Italian town might also factor on many people's lists, that prospect just got even better with 2 destinations offering to pay workers who make the move. Ooh. In an attempt to lure newcomers, Santa Fiora in Tuscany and Rieti in Lazio will pay up to 50% of the rent of anyone who decides to move and telecommute on a long-term basis. Rent is already relatively low, so the deal is potentially very attractive. But make no mistake, this is no paid vacation. Applicants must have an active job, even if they can do it in front of a laptop on a panoramic terrace overlooking olive groves while sipping a glass of red wine. It doesn't matter what you do for a living as long as you're tech savvy enough to do it anywhere. Okay, very good. So, we read the article. Kind of a short one. If you could understand the article, that is excellent. If you could understand 100%, fantastic. If there were some tricky words, maybe the bold-faced words might be a little bit difficult or new. That's okay. We're going to go over them. So just keep in mind how well you understood this article. Okay? So let's take a look at the vocabulary. Okay? So the first one we're going to look at is picturesque. picturesque. So picturesque means attractive, beautiful. So usually like something esque is like something. So if something is picturesque, it's like a picture, like a picture. Okay? So very beautiful, attractive. Here's an example. We wandered around the picturesque town for hours. Okay? We wandered around the picturesque town for hours. So picturesque, we don't really call people picturesque. We usually call places or views, those are picturesque. Okay? So let's see. Let's see. Freddie understood 60%, only the first part. Okay, no problem. Really quick, Devashka asked, what is the difference between article and topic? So an article is something that is written. Usually you find it in a newspaper or magazine or online. That is an article. A topic is broader. It could be a topic of conversation. So the subject you're talking about, or the topic of the article is the subject which was written about. Okay, very good. Yes, picturesque is an adjective. Very good, very good. Okay, so picturesque, so beautiful, so attractive. Okay, next word. The next word is lure, lure. So lure means, so lure is a verb, to lure. So you tempt, you try to catch, lure, tempt a person or animal to do something or to go somewhere, especially by offering some form of reward. So if you go fishing, like in the sea, in a lake, you have a fishing pole and you'll have we call it a lure, a noun, a lure. So this will attract the fish and the fish will bite it and then you can catch the fish, right? So the verb lure means that you're trying to tempt, trying to catch someone and bring them to where you want to go, or bring them somewhere, or make them do something. Okay, lure. So here, he tried to lure me into the woods, but I managed to escape. Okay, so if someone tries to lure you into the woods, maybe they say, hey, why don't you follow me? There's something really interesting in the woods. Follow me. It's okay. That sounds kind of dangerous, right? Please don't follow a stranger into the woods. Please don't follow them. So if somebody tries to lure you somewhere, they say, come on, I have something for you. There's something really cool I want you to see. So it could be a good thing or a bad thing. So in my example sentence, he tried to lure me into the woods, but I managed to escape. So luring someone into the woods is kind of a scary thing, right? And I escaped. I was okay. But in the article, the Italian town is trying to lure newcomers. So they want to catch and tempt new people to move to their town. We'll pay 50% of your rent. Why don't you come live here? Come on, come on. So they're trying to catch people. Yes, lure is very similar to persuade. Yes. Maybe lure specifically like especially by offering some form of reward. So maybe that's the difference between persuade and lure. So you're trying to offer something good so somebody will go somewhere or do something. Okay, very good. Oh, excellent. Yes, the old story, Hansel and Gretel. Like the witch tried to lure the kids in Hansel and Gretel. Yes, very good. If you read any of those old stories by like the Brothers Grimm, like there's usually a villain, a witch in this case. They try to catch the children. Very good. Okay. Okay. So in some cases, the easy business can be to lure. Is it correct? I'm not sure exactly what you mean by easy business, but like lure, you can use this term in a business setting. So we want to lure new customers. We want to lure in new customers. So let's think of a good marketing campaign. We want to lure in new customers, pull in. Okay. Your lessons lure me to learn the English language. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Lure is the same as capture. Very similar, very similar. Like lure is trying to get someone to follow you. Yes. Okay. Very good. So, oh, you're welcome. Okay, so let's go to the next word. Next word, maybe lots of people know because of the pandemic, but this is telecommute. Telecommute. So the word commute, to commute, means to travel from your house to your work, or travel from your house to your school. That is commute. So telecommute. So we use tele for telecommunications. So this means work from home using the internet, email, or your phone. Okay. So lots of people are telecommuting these days, right? So instead of going to work physically, you stay home or you go somewhere nice and you use the internet, email, phone. You use technology to work. That is telecommute. It is a verb. So my example, I've been telecommuting since the start of the pandemic, which is true. I've been telecommuting for for a very long time now. Okay. Very good. This is a good question. Lure and coerce, are they the same? So I would say coerce is more forcefully. Coerce is very forceful. Lure, remember, could be a could be in a good situation or a bad situation. But in some situations, they could be interchangeable, I guess. Okay. Oh, I have been telecommuting for a company for the last 5 years. Wow. Is that true, or is that just an example sentence? Because, yeah, a lot of actually, I have some friends in America who were telecommuting before the pandemic. They had an agreement with their company that they could work at home. Okay. Very good. I have already my cousin working by telecommute. Very good. So you could say my cousin is already telecommuting. My cousin has been telecommuting for a long time, for example. Very good. Excellent. Okay. So telecommute. How about the next one? Ooh, the next one is long-term basis. Long-term basis. So basis here means like a condition, and long-term, something that will continue for a long time. So we also have short-term basis, long-term basis, regular basis. So a condition in which how often you do something. Okay, so we will be living in France on a long-term basis. So we know that, we understand that we will be living in France for a long time. Okay. Short-term basis, for example, like a holiday store. I don't know if you have holiday stores in your country, but for example, in the US, Halloween, for example, Halloween is a very popular holiday. People wear like funny or cute costumes or scary costumes, and some stores set up a temporary shop because Halloween is only one day a year. They set up a temporary shop and they hire employees on a short-term basis. So the condition for working is just for a short time. Okay. Another one is regular basis. So something you do regularly. So for example, I go to the gym on a regular basis, or I host online lessons on a regular basis. Okay, so you're doing something for a certain amount of time. Okay, a regular basis means you do it quite often. It's become part of your routine. Okay. We will telecommute for long-term basis. Very good. Maybe long-term basis, we usually say on a long-term basis. You can see here, on a long-term basis. So we will telecommute on a long-term basis. Very good. Let's see. We shouldn't make a huge decision just for a short-term basis. Oh, very good. Yes, very good. Okay. I work for Karakoram. Did I say that right? Karakoram National Movement for a long-term basis. So I see everyone using for a long-term basis, usually on a long-term basis. We say for a long time, on a long-term basis. Very good. Okay. Very good. So remember, on a long-term basis, on a short-term basis, on a regular basis. Excellent. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Panoramic. Panoramic. Okay, so panoramic is describing a wide view. A wide view. So if you have like a cell phone that can take pictures, sometimes you can take a panorama picture. That means you can start here and you can take the picture all the way around, and it's one photograph. So the word panoramic means a wide view. So you can see all around, a wide view. Okay. So here there are beautiful panoramic views from the rooftop of the hotel. So if you're on the rooftop, maybe there's no other buildings in the way, so you can see all the way around. That is a panoramic. Panoramic. Okay. Oh, I like this one. Your lessons are on a regular basis for me. Perfect. Very good. Okay. Yeah, large. Very good. So like very wide. You can see all the way around you. That is panoramic. Okay. Oh, I know a spot in Montreal that has a panoramic view. Very nice. You should keep it to yourself if you don't want anyone else to know, but we would love to hear where that is. I have never been to Canada, but I would love, love, love to go. Okay. Oh, during COVID-19, I was busy telecommuting. Very good. Now we can't use the internet and Wi-Fi well as a result of the military coup. Yes, in Myanmar, they are having some difficulties, right? I hope you, your family, your friends, everyone is safe and okay. Let's see. What's the role of punctuation to understand text? So, do you mean on here? The punctuation here, this is to show, like for example, what something is. Meaning equals a wide view. Example equals here. But punctuation is very important to understand where you stop, especially like commas and things like that. It can change the whole meaning of a sentence with punctuation. Okay. Oh, ultra wide lens of the camera enables us to capture the panoramic view. Very good. You need an ultra wide lens. Very good. Very good. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So this one's pretty easy. This is the